Hello Scorpio, welcome to your general and love reading for the month of May. I would just like to say feel free to like and follow, subscribe, whatever that is for this page. I don't use YouTube, so I don't know it a lot. I am learning. If you would like to message me, you can do that from my Facebook page, which is where I operate, the Urban Woman 222. On the YouTube channel, it is complete tarot cards for the zodiacs. Okay, that's the I may eventually add in new moon and full moon readings over here, but just so you know, FYI, on my Facebook page I do oracle readings. They are like a general collective reading for all signs, anyone watching, but I use my oracle decks for that. I don't use tarot cards. It's also more spiritual based over there, if you want to check that out. So I operate from these two pages. I don't use YouTube a lot, so if you want to give a donation, then the Cash App information is below, and there's more to come to my channel, so just I guess stay tuned. Alright, so what I'm going to do is keep in mind that the month of May is number 5. Okay, 5's all about change in your foundation. They're good changes, so don't let it be a thing to stress or worry you. God protection is also redirection, and the month of May also encompasses a Mercury retrograde. That is a 3-week time period. From Mercury. It's like a blessing in disguise. It can wear on people. It will affect us all differently. So I would recommend that you Google Mercury retrograde. Let's see. There's 4 a year. So there will be a section where a link where you can click on the one that's coming up in May, and also how it's going to affect you as a water sign. Okay, so at least way you'll know what energies you have to work with and how you can navigate your life in the month of May. Alright, so I would definitely say that there is... Okay. There is going to be a lot of introspection for this month. I will definitely say that. Okay, and I would definitely use that, because you start out with the Hermit, and the Hermit is going off on a journey on his own, soul searching, being in solitude, spiritual enlightenment, guidance. So I'm just going to say for the month, you may be weary about what you want to invest in, your investments. I would definitely watch out for being greedy or too overzealous with things, and also making it, like a me situation. If you're a female watching this, then I would be, leery of a guy in your situation in the month having that energy, because that energy is going to be the challenge or the thing that's blocking you from seeing something in the past. Because there is introspection here. There's looking at the past and how far you've come to where you are right now. If you have been feeling like that someone's been taking from you, or this greediness, this I'm gonna just call it greediness, but it's not just that. Okay, so I'm somewhat labeling it. Let me tell you the energy. So it could be something that was that didn't turn out, that wasn't, that didn't materialize, and it created something with instability. It has a lot to do with something not happening for you in the past. So there is a looking here at something from the past. Okay, so with the 9 of Cups in reverse, this could definitely be something that you wanted in the past, and then you're like, oh, no, I'm good. And now you're like, oh, hold on now. Hold on. Let me look at that one more time. Okay? That could definitely be what's going on right here. Because there is an offer. There is an offer at stake, that is sure. Something that's going to be heartfelt that will give you well, I mean, look, there's a seizing of an opportunity here. You need to seize some type of opportunity. This offer is going to be based around passion. It's something that will help you to move forward. You need to take action on it. You may not have once been as invested in it in the past, but I feel like maybe now, if you look at maybe so I would take the month, because look, Mercury retrograde, I hit the table, sorry. Mercury retrograde is a time to, they say, or I've read, sorry, I had a little conversation with myself. Anyways, I have read that with Mercury retrograde, you are supposed to be able to ask any question, whatever it may be, ask, and you're like instantly given the answer. It's like we have such a sharp and immediate connection with Mercury when it's in retrograde that we can instantly just, So, ask and you shall receive. Okay? Now, you know what they say, be careful what you ask for. But anywho, look, this is a time of looking within. There's a skull on it here. There's a lot of death and rebirth. So, there is enlightenment here. It looks like Scorpio and or Virgo right there. I think that's Virgo. But something died in the past, but it didn't really die. I think it changed or transformed because there is new growth and there's flowers here, and it's like yellow and orange. I had epiphany yesterday. One of my co-workers is very bright in their dressing, and yesterday they were wearing yellow, and I mean like yellow pants, black and yellow shirt, and yellow shoes, and like a black and yellow hat, and I was like, oh my God, like today you are yellow. And I thought to myself, you are the brightest color in the rainbow. So, and of course, this person came to me for like comfort for a second, which I didn't realize this, but they made the comment, let me just come over here and get a confidence boost from you real quick before I go over here and do this. And it's just how it worked. Like, I looked at them and said, why would you not feel confident? You're in yellow today. Yellow is the brightest color in all of the rainbow. And that person just kind of like looked at me like with, I don't know, I feel like it somewhat gave them some peace or something, because their whole body just relaxed. And they were like, thank you. And it really worked out very well. So I'm just going to say, there is yellow here. Now, there's a lot of orange too, but it's almost like, orange is like the color of the red and the yellow. So there's a lot of, red is about security and about passion. So there is a blending of joy and passion here with whatever you are reflecting on this month. Okay? I would definitely use the month to really, the thing with the Hermit is it can make you wise if you utilize it. Okay? Now, some people don't want to put their foot all the way in. Some people put their foot all the way in. Some people turn the light on bright, wide open, let's go. And some people are like, I'll just turn the light on a little bit, little bit. So whichever you have to do, I would do that for this whole month. Go after the opportunities, especially if you feel like you had opportunities in the past that you missed. Okay? If you may have, at some point in the past few months, chosen things that took you in a different direction that you then said, okay, I didn't want to go this way. I wanted that. I don't even want this now. I'd rather have that over there. Okay, well, now you need to take this month and figure out how you can either backtrack to get back to the turning point, or the right turn that you should have taken that you did not take. Okay, or how can you run through the woods to get to that point? Okay, one or the other. Figure out how you can get to where you want to be. Okay, now this is just on a personal part. Okay, I'm not going to tell. I am kind of telling, because this King of Pentacles here is in reverse. Now, this King of Pentacles is the challenge, and it's like you haven't been getting what you wanted. So you need to look at what it is that you want. You need to look, okay, because look, here would be like the toxic side to this, or the light side, okay? You know, they say that we need to be selfish, and yes, you have to be selfish at times, okay? You also need to know when to rein it in, and when the tables have turned, okay? You need to look at what brings in light, what brings you joy, stability, what makes you feel secure and safe and at peace. And those are the things right there that you should gear yourself around, okay? So the missed opportunities in the past, what missed opportunities were able to get you in that mindset, that frame of making you feel secure, safe, grounded, in it to win it, like you are feeling yourself like you got it, okay? Those are the things that you need to go after. Now, if there are things in your life that make you feel unbalanced, they take away your joy, passion, that you feel like you're arguing, fighting, then I would say, you know, that's something that you have to make a decision to either walk away from, let go of, detour, get off this path, turn around. And a lot of times, it's like, do not collect $200. Go to jail, collect $200. Or do not pass go, do not collect $200. Let's hope that it's like do not pass go and do not collect $200. Okay? Let's hope that it's that. Sometimes you have to take that loss. Okay? That's why it's $200 loss. Okay? It's not a lot. $200 could be like pennies this day and time. $200 can go lickety split like some pennies and quarters. It don't take much to spend $200. So let's just take it as a loss. It's the bare minimum, okay? Because there's always checks and balances. There's always karma, spiritual law of attraction, give and take. And if you let something go, sometimes you got to take a loss with it. And that could very well be this right here, okay? So, you know, focus upon what it is that's going to help you, I feel like, better yourself, okay? And I think that you are, too, because you'll notice by the middle of the month, I feel, that things that had you up at night, things that had you worrying or stressing or anxiety, it's 1333 when I looked at the clock. So you're going to see, or maybe even around this new moon, because there's a new moon in that cat's eye. Or at least I think that's a kitty cat, the shape of a cat right there, but I could be wrong. But anyways, regardless of that, this is something that's going to break. You're going to notice the energy changing and or shifting and or breaking. That could be like the middle of the month, okay? And it's because your thoughts and you looking within is really helping you to see and decipher and hopefully give you the energy and the strength to go after what you want. Because if you do that, then you're going to be, by the end of the month, very much feeling safe, secure. And I feel, too, I really like how this King of Cups, and this is your sign, this card is you right here. And there's a fish on it. I'm a fish. So you're really going to be creative, wise, reliable, tolerant. You'll have good advice. You'll feel good about yourself. When you come from a good place, you can really give some good advice. You are stable in your emotions. You're open. You're receptive. Like, you're really wearing your element right here at the end of the month. So, but keep in mind, that does take doing with what the cards, following the cards. So, your advice. Lord, what I was about to say. Okay. Alright, so you have a decision here. There's some decisions to make upon you. New moon is definitely going to be prevalent for you, just because here it is a second time. Okay. And it could very well be there's going to be a change and or a shift with another water sign, whether that's a Cancer or Pisces. There will be a change here with that, and it will be around the foundation in the home. There's going to be a shock of some sort. Okay. This is like, the Tower here. This is a shake-up, a break-up, something. So, I don't know if you have to leave one thing to go to another thing, but there's a decision to make here. Your advice is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, here's the thing about Ace of Swords in reverse. I would be careful with your words, just because Mercury retrograde, it affects our thinking and our speech. So, don't be irrational and get lazy or be destructive, especially with your words and your thoughts. Okay? And I would very, very much watch out for lies, even the little white lies. Okay? Because sometimes, sometimes those can create losses. So anyways, in your environment, things aren't going to be for the month of May all bright sunshine and shits and giggles. Okay? And this could be also people around you. Because look, here's the deal. Okay? If you were over here making changes and certain people in your life aren't with certain changes, then you're going to feel and see sadness and procrastination and pessimism and lies and failure. So, but whatever is going on around you, know that it is also too a reflection of what's going on within you. So you're having these thoughts, and because you're looking and you're seeking and you're asking and you're learning from it, you're retaining it. Okay, it's showing you things. Let it, because it's going to move you some way, shape, and form somewhere, because something's changing here. You got your outcome is the Five of Cups, but it's thankfully it is in reverse. Okay, so now look, there's some type of choice that you have made or that you will make. This could be the thing that is possibly tripping you up this month, because there is a choice here for you. There's a lot of fear that comes with this choice as well. You've got choice here twice. Okay, you have a choice here 2 times. So just know, here's the choice. Okay, one choice is going to bring you love, harmony, partnership, like choices, values, alignment. One choice is going to bring you disbalance, one-sidedness, disharmony, and a need for self-love. Which one do you want? Whichever one you want, make a choice in that and go within that. If that right there can just be your general focus for the month. Okay, just focus on love, harmony, and partnerships, and alignment. What are the things? Go towards the things that are going to bring that for you or help you navigate that and discern that and attract that in. go to those things that are being illuminated, because you've got the Hermit here, which is going to be illuminating those things to you. So if you can do that and walk in that, of course you're going to see a crumbling, a coming undone of something, because whatever you built before now has to fall for, I guess, whatever decision or choice it is you have to make here to move in that direction. Okay? Yeah, there's going to be people in your environment that are going to be, depressed and upset and sad. And you may also feel a little gloom, because you're also, as the Hermit, you're sitting here witnessing and you're seeing people around you not happy because of some of the choices that you're making and the direction that you're going. But, you're just going to have to be as open and as loving and understanding and as compassionate as you can be during this change, because it's leading you here to this 5 of Cups in reverse energy, and the great thing about this 5 of Cups in reverse is that, before, at one point in time, because it's in reverse, keep in mind, it had to be upright before it could become reverse, okay? There was an offer. There was, because you're coming out of 4 of Cups. So, this was something that an offer that came in that you chose, but it didn't pan out. There was a sadness and loss and despair and being lonely and, regretting what choices you had made. So you've already been through that. Now it's like you're in this, you've got understanding and wisdom from this situation. Now you're able to find peace, acceptance. You're able to move on, have healing and forgiveness. So by the end of May, beginning of June, you're really going to be in this energy right here. Though you're looking at it upright, because on the camera, for me, it's in the reverse. So, but I would urge you to pay attention to this owl, because this is the type of wise person that you'll be becoming out of this situation. Alright? So, your Sacred Visions Oracle deck message for the month of May is, I think that's the hummingbird. Okay? Whew. The number 6, patience. Something greater. The south is the direction and the color is red. So, this is the card. I'm going to read it to you now. Live your life as a fearless warrior who sees the world as being much greater than yourself. Be humble and patient, having faith in something more. As a bird soars high above for greater vision, we too should attempt to soar and see the larger picture we are all a part of. What can be greater than a winged one who flies thousands of miles a year in expression of its true nature? Would you go to the ends of the earth to find your true self? Imagine the courage and tenacity of that tiny beating heart, always in search of something greater, the purest nectar of the Great Spirit. Do you recognize this in yourself? So, this is really tapping into this Hermit energy over here. Whatever happens this month is really going to help shape you into like the version of yourself that you are supposed to be, or that you've wanted to be. That I don't know exactly here what brought you into this, but this is putting you, if you've been like denying parts of yourself, you're going to see these, and plus you could have had people that blocked out these parts of yourself. But there is an awakening to who you are supposed to be, who you're meant to be. If you will continue to do this Hermit, see where this Hermit takes you, because it's going to help you, I think, find some pieces of yourself that maybe either you didn't know there or they were once dormant. And our past life oracle deck is ships. So there's going to be a lot of movement that's in this month for you. A lot of changes, because ships too, that also reminds me of the number 5 moving into the 6. of the moving on. So, Lord Jesus. Alright, so there's some type of artistic, creative expression thing here. I don't know what that is, associated with the arts, something, okay? But you've got a spouse here where it's unrequited, and it could be that you had, or either you are married and you are deciding to split ways and go somewhere else because the relationship has ended. You've got a choice here of something or another. But there's a tie to it from like the Celtic time period. There's a past life, something associated with this situation that involves the Celtic or the Celtic arts, something around that. But there's movement here. You could actually be getting on a literal ship and moving, or riding it in. I don't know. Your message, wow, your angel message is Layla. Spend time alone in nature and meditating about your desires and your intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So that could be why this King of Pentacles came in reverse here. So you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. You've got the Patience card again at the bottom of the deck. Now's the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action, which could definitely be where this King of Cups energy is coming in. I bring you a message from a deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And then Archangel Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love, and I will help you to release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and your mind. Your Ascended Master card is, I can never remember how to say this person's name, Amarasu, with come out of the closet. So it may be time for you to come out of the spiritual closet, because you've had like some spiritual things come up here. Alright, so yoga is key and is essential for you at this time. Okay, you need to make that a priority. Find the blessing in your current situation. You need to prioritize your life at this moment and the things that are going on. This will help give you a sense of, I think, help calm or ease your stress, your anxieties, or your worries. And you need to choose peace. Go after peace. Your Oracle of Rama message is opponents and allies, beware. Alright, so Rama's story shifts. Bad omens are seen, and forces of evil King Ravana attack Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana. So the indication here is an initial conflict with negative forces that is won but leads to greater challenges. So you remember earlier when I said do not pass go, do not collect $200, okay? That could be the situation here with you. So you need to be aware of this. So I don't know if with these choices and this challenge, this thing over here that you're doing, if that's the conflict or the negative force, but just know that it says an initial conflict with negative forces that is won but leads to greater challenges. So you're going to have a conflict or a choice of some sort being faced with negativity at some way, shape, or form this month, okay? Now, Mercury retrograde brings about negative shit, okay? So remember that, keep that in mind, because you'll know how to navigate. But make sure that whatever choice you make and how you handle this is in a good checks and balances, you know, that it is on a karmic scale even or something. Okay, so let's see what your guidance here is. And we have Lakshmana, the power of accomplishment. Okay, the number 6. So this is 3, 1, and 6. Truth triumphs over falsehood. Okay, so you're going to have to remain true to you and stand in your integrity, and 3, 1, and 6, because that's what will help you through this situation. That's going to be your triumph right there. If you're met with force and you can remain in your truth and integrity, then that may be the only thing it takes to conquer the situation at hand for you. So, but I think that you'll be able to see at some point in time the falsehood in these things. So, Rama's wrath was like a tempestuous fire. The demon hordes were like moths in the wind. They rose to fight and then burned and died. All were turned to ashes, and not a single one was spared. The force of truth acts to destroy the powers of falsehood, which resist to the end. Those who hold to truth are exalted. Those who hold to ignorance and pride are destroyed. Which side we are on depends upon where our heart lies. Boy! Woo! Okay? Now, I would say that your heart lies on the... your heart, I would say, is on, it's on the good side, because you do have this King of Cups energy over here. So you are in your element, okay? And a King of Cups is very lovable and admirable and passionate. I like a King of Cups, okay? So if you can just stay in your element, then I think you'll see a lot of things will unfold for you and in your favor. They may not seem like that at first, but I think eventually you will see that. And you may have to cut some losses somewhere. But anyways, that is definitely completely up to you. And I hope that this reading has given you some feedback. And hopefully I will see you again here soon. Take care, and namaste.